Hey guys, it's Kirsten here, back with another video, continuing to talk about dancing in college. And today I'm going to acknowledge the question of, I don't know what's happening over there. Alice, seriously, can you not? Oh my gosh, sorry, my cat is losing her mind. Okay. Anyway, so yes, today I will be giving you information based off of my experience dancing in college to help you assess whether or not college will be right for you as a dance major. I say dance major because that's kind of general. I obviously talk mostly about ballet on this channel, given the channel name Twin Talks Ballet. But I do feel like a lot of these principles can apply to those of you seeking a more general dance major at another university. Other than the University of Utah. They don't offer a dance major yet. They might be on that route. I'm not sure. Or if you are looking into being a modern dance major. This stuff might apply to you, but I'm just throwing that out there. As you know, I'm sure I mostly just talk about ballet because that's where my perspective comes from. So anyway, the biggest thing to consider when evaluating whether or not the university's path is right for you as a dancer is you need to ask yourself how much you value education, and you also need to just consider how important it is to have a degree in this day and age. No, it is not the absolute ticket to success. It doesn't buy you everything. I believe that ambition and intelligence gets you really far in life. And so no, a piece of paper won't be your golden ticket into the rest of the world, you know. However, it is extremely valuable if you do use it to your advantage. So what I would say is push yourself to find another educational pursuit that might turn into another career opportunity for you that you are interested in. I see a lot of dancers saying, oh yes, awesome, I totally agree that it's important to have a college degree, so that's what I'm gonna do while also having dance training. Yes, that's a great thing to remember. However, I also saw a lot of dancers in college spend a lot of money getting their extra degree, like a double major or another minor or something like that, spending a lot of time on those extra credit hours, being stressed out, and all of that just to choose another degree that they weren't actually interested in or didn't actually set them up for another career that they would want to pursue one day. So it was kind of just a waste of money. And I'm not going to say that college is a waste by any means. I believe that even if you make choices that don't lead you down a certain path, like say you are an accounting major and then you become an accountant, if you are like, I don't know, a psych major and then end up going to like get a master's degree later on in another subject so that you can have another career, I don't believe all that is a waste necessarily, because I think that every life choice, whether it seems like it works out or not, teaches you something. You can glean value from all of that. However, I would just encourage you guys considering college to be really strategic and smart about what other degree path you might want to seek, because I do encourage you guys, if you are going to get a major in fine arts, that you also pair it with another minor or major, just to really get value out of that diploma, in the sense that you can have another thing in your back pocket that offers you some security, that will one day offer you another opportunity that could help you get more income, or that could be there for you to use if you, like, you know, sustain a really awful injury. I mean, God forbid, in ballet, but it's not a career that's very secure. It's not one that you can say, for sure, I plan on doing this the next 5 years, because we never know what's going to happen as dancers. Your body could give out, you could be burned out emotionally, you could just not find a job. You know, there are lots of variables in this field. So consider for yourself how you would go about getting another degree or something like that. See if that interests you and really look into it. Don't just assess right now, especially for my younger viewers. Don't just say, yep, I'm a sophomore in high school, really tired of it, hate the whole school thing, and not interested. No, I would really encourage you to do some investigation, like some serious investigation and research into what other careers you might be interested in, because that is one of the biggest values of going to college for dance is that you can also expose yourself to another potential that you could fulfill in yourself, in your skill set. I don't know if I'm just saying a bunch of words that don't make sense. But, okay, I hope you guys get the point with that. On to the next point. Another really big draw in considering going to college for dance is if you feel like you are, maybe you started a little bit later in training seriously, or you've been training for a long time, however you just didn't have really high quality training, and you maybe went out and did some company auditions or summer program auditions and you feel like you're almost at the top but not quite hireable. It's a really fantastic thing to consider college so that you can extend your training time, get 3 or 4 more years of ballet training, that then maybe at the end of it you would really be ready to audition and actually get a contract this time. That's the really neat thing about college, is that now that it's not so frowned upon and that these programs are being developed and they're really good for dance, and people actually look at them as prestigious, it actually extends your chances of finally getting into a professional career in ballet or dance or whatever, because it's no longer the case in this field that it's like, okay, you're 18 and you make it or you don't, you quit. You're a professional or you quit. That, I feel like that was kind of the old school way that things happened. It's like college for dance wasn't really an option back in the day. So it's like people auditioned at the end of high school for companies and they made it or they didn't. Now it's like, okay, I'm 18, I didn't quite make it, but I feel like I'm almost there. So they take a couple more years in college, get a degree, check out other opportunities for themselves as far as education, get a degree, which is really valuable. And then at the end of it, they not only have a degree, but they're also good enough to get into a company at age 22 or whatever, which is still a totally acceptable age to audition. So that's an important thing to consider. Another really cool thing that, if this intrigues you, college might be for you, is that getting a degree in ballet or whatever dance form, it's not just about building your technique. It's not just about getting more training for your body, but also for your mind. I was able to take classes in music theory, in kinesiology, in pedagogy, which is basically learning how to teach properly for each age group, and learning about the developmental phases in children so that you can suit your class plans and your goals to meet their needs and help them excel. Let's see, ballet history was actually really valuable for me. I enjoyed that a lot. There were so many classes. I think the course title was like ballet technology, but we learned how to work a lighting board and learned about the different terminologies that stage crews use, and there were choreography classes where I actually got to choreograph works that were performed on stage. I created my own lighting designs. I worked with the sound designer to mix my tracks. We had so many cool opportunities that offered us like such cool exposure to different components that go into making ballet what it is, or dance what it is. So that was really neat. It's like at the end of it, I wasn't just a master of my craft in the studio, but I understood so many more things about it that brought so much enrichment to my approach to my ballet technique. So now I understand when we're learning, like in a corps de ballet, we're learning a piece and there are different ways of counting the music. I understand that a lot better than the average Joe who's just used to counting in phrases of 8, So things like that really added to my perspective on ballet, and I loved it. Kinesiology was life-changing for me. Learning about the body, it's kind of like anatomy for dancers. It was, now the way I approach injuries or pain is entirely different. I know how to take care of myself. I have a peace of mind because I know what's going on. I know what muscles are tight. I say, okay, if this is tight, that's why that's happening. So I know what to roll out. I have so much more knowledge now where in regards to my body, I can know when it's time to push through something and when it's time to back off, when I can take care of myself, when I need to go see a specialist. That is extremely valuable. It's given me so much peace of mind and just confidence with what's going on. And so my technique got a lot better, and just generally I really enjoy having all that knowledge in my back pocket. So if that's something that interests you, rather than just, you know, only dancing in the studio, not talking about it, not discussing theory, not learning more about, you know, just the intricacies of what goes on outside of the studio that contribute to the greater art form, then that's something you should consider. So yeah, next point. Another one that is kind of obvious for most people is that if you are one of those people who doesn't want to miss the full college experience and all that comes with it, and all the fun stuff of like being with people your age who are like-minded but maybe study something different, and you want to be a part of the football games and like Greek life and whatever, if that's something you really want, obviously I'm sure if you know that about yourself, you know that college is right for you. For a lot of dancers, many of them know that they want a degree at some point in life, but they'll pursue it online or later or part-time or something like that. That's totally fine. But if you know that anything less than the full college experience at an age where you could really enjoy all of it, if anything less than that is disappointing to you, then I would recommend just getting your degree at that age when most people do, and really immersing yourself in it and enjoying that time of life. Then you should really, I think, absolutely audition and apply and go for college with dance. I think it's an incredible thing. I loved it. I actually was one of those people up until the time where I randomly was like, okay, I guess I'm going to apply to college. I think this is what I'm going to do now. I was just kind of like, meh, I don't really care that much about the whole college experience. I knew I didn't want to be in a sorority, you know, all that. So I was just kind of like meh about it. And then I applied, got in, decided to go, went to freshman orientation. And I was like, this rocks. I love it. And I just loved being around people who are all, well, not all of them, but I found so many people who are also pushing to be their best, pushing to learn more, to know more, to be the person in the future that is going to go and teach others, or to be like the spearhead of a certain movement. Like, there was always this feeling I would get every now and then, well, I don't want to say always, then like walking around campus and seeing the different buildings, like the geology building, or walking into the business building, or something like that, and or the school of music, and thinking that the people who are going to be at the forefront of those fields in the next 10 to 20 years are in those buildings right now, and maybe I could be one of those people for my field. So that was just, it was a really inspiring environment for me. And so if that interests you, I'd say absolutely, college is something you should consider. Okay, so I think those are the main points I have for today, but I know I could go on and on about this. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them down below in the comments section, and I'll try and get back to you, or let me know if there's like a whole nother video topic in regards to dancing in college that I should cover, because I'd be happy to make another video. So just let me know. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe if you haven't already, please, so you can not miss my future videos on dancing in college or whatever else I will be talking about in the future. There are many things, I know that. So anyway, that's enough chatter. I will see you guys later. Toodles!